So, do you ever taste or smell plastic when you are drinking out of your BPA-free smart water bottle? Have you ever considered what other chemical compounds might dissolve into the content of your bottle? In today's episode, we are diving into the plastic industry's dark secrets about their water bottles. So if you're one of those people that take your health seriously and want the least amount of chemicals into your life, then keep watching the video. But beware, this video might change the way you approach plastic in the future. So plastic's devastating impact on human health and the planet's health has just been insidious, sneaking up upon us. For the last decade, we've seen cancer rates, breast and prostate cancer rates rising and rising. Young boys are becoming more hyperactive. Young girls are entering into puberty much earlier. This is of course a result from multiple factors, but the impact of plastic cannot be discounted. Let's go 10 years back in time with my own story. 10 years ago, I became aware of the importance of staying hydrated. What I was hydrating myself with back then was Coca-Cola. 1.5 liters every day, at least. When I got to become aware of this importance of hydration, what I would do with these empty cola bottles, I would stash them into my closet. I now had this giant stack of empty cola bottles sitting there just waiting for me, filling them up with water and reusing it for weeks. Just wash it with water and drink of it week after week until I discovered that it was a bomb of bacteria. Filled with bacteria was the first thing I discovered, that you cannot wash these type of bottles. It's not easy to clean. I discovered that the material the bottle is made out of is leaching into the water that you are carrying around. So you don't want to reuse these single-use water bottles. And I now had to question my reality once again. What did I do with all these water bottles I had just stashed up into my closet? The solution was pretty easy. I would go buy myself a BPA-free solid plastic bottle. With this I would be safe because it's BPA-free after all. So that means it's healthy and it's completely safe. There's nothing harmful in the way that these plastic bottles are created. This is simply a healthy solution and this would allow me to carry around smoothies and my favorite water drinks and drinking some water in the gym of my favorite water bottle. I was really a happy user of plastic water bottles. For many years I just bought one after the next, and what I ended up with was over 20 different kind of water bottles. Because the fact is that when you drop one of these water bottles, it simply cracks. So I would have to buy new ones and test out which type of bottle was the best. I enjoyed it. Carried around three water bottles with me every single day. One with smoothie, one with post-workout, pre-workout, some water. I would carry around plastic with me everywhere. So I remembered to stay hydrated. Can this really be true? Are there nothing harmful in the way that this is produced? Nothing. No harmful chemicals. No leaching chemicals into the content. No, it's just safe. Once again, I had to question my reality and found out that this is not the best solutions. What other chemical compounds might dissolve into the content of my water? Might say BPA free, but what about BPS or the type 7 plastic, the 5? What is this even made out of? You see all these tiny scratches on the surface of this plastic and in this can. I would make smoothies in a plastic can, grinding away the plastic. This plastic bottle is falling apart in tiny, tiny small plastic pieces. And where do you think that is ending up? Yep, you're right. Inside of you, inside of me, inside of your children, in our water, by the fish and the birds. Who knows? I quickly came to see that this is a huge plastic nightmare that we are surrounding ourselves with. I quickly came to see that a lot of materials I have in my kitchen is made out of toxic plastic that is dissolving and splitting itself into multiple pieces and ending up exactly where? Entering into my bloodstream. It's carcinogenic cancer compounds. So what kinds of materials do they use to create these kinds of water bottles? To find the answer to that question, we have to look for the chasing arrow symbol, the triangle. That does not mean it's reusable or even recyclable. To find the truth of what type of plastic this is, we have to look inside of the triangle, because there is a number between 1 and 7. This number is made to identify what type of plastic you are handling. Not all are recyclable or even reusable. Some of them cannot even break down. For example, a number 3 or a 5. 3 stands for polyvinyl chloride. Number 5 means that it is made out of polypropylene. PET is the most commonly used type of plastic, with the number 1. It is mostly used in water bottles, soft drinks, and also in some packaging. The decontamination process of these kind of water bottles is extremely toxic and requires harmful chemicals. PET leaches carcinogenics over time. Carcinogenic is something that causes cancer. It could be pollution from cars, could be acrylamide from the crispy brown food that you're eating, could come from formaldehyde from your household products, from alcohol and other pollution around you, radon gases in your house, asbestos, yeah, you name it. 25% of all PET bottles are recycled in the US. How do they do that? How do they recycle these plastic bottles? The PET plastic, it is put into a shredder. They shred this material up into fine, small flakes. These flakes are now being taken and spun into polyester fiber. As you know from your clothing, your garments and fleece, shirts, your pillows, polyester, your favorite workout clothes, toxic chemical plastics that you're wearing. And I'm curious to know, how much plastic do we eat? How much plastic do we inhale? It is estimated, on average, an US adult consumes around 126 to 142 small plastic particles every single day, and inhales another 132 to 170 bits too, daily. So you are eating plastic, small plastic fibers, and inhaling plastic fibers daily. Yep, that's what you're doing. You're not even aware of it. The study attempted to estimate how many microplastic particles people consumed. And these numbers are likely an underestimate, the researchers say. So what side effects does all this plastic have on human health, I wonder? BPA and other toxins are entering into our bloodstream, causing a host of problems. We see kidney and liver damage, high blood pressure, diabetes, development and fertility issues, both in women and men. Scientists do not fully understand the long-term consequences of this, but they know that it accumulates in your system over time, making you prone to health problems. This is most common with older plastic bottles that has been exposed to heat. BPA is still commonly found in the plastic type number 7. For you pregnant women out there, stay away from the number 7 plastic type, all BPA, and then maybe just stay away from plastic in general. BPA acts like a false estrogen in your body. When you're drinking from these smart leaching plastic bottles, this is tied to birth defects. development disabilities in young children, and decreased fertility. Bottled water you're buying down in the stores absorb chemicals into it. Studies now show that plastic itself is present in the water. This absorbs chemicals over time, so if I'm drinking of this water, I'll get plastic particles into my body. In fact, World Health Organization study found that in 93% of popular brands, they found plastic fibers. Just throw that away. No more. So let's take a step back and look at the obvious downside of these chemical plastic bottles. Flawed in the design. First, look at this opening. Do you think you can fit a washing brush down this hole? Look at this stupid lid. Cracks and small. You can't clean this properly. This is a bacteria bomb. And what do you think this plastic is made out of? BPA free? Okay. Cool. While I bought 20 of this, I've supported the plastic industry for way too long. This, it's over. So what did I do? I switched these chemicals out with stainless steel. Consider the risk that these plastic bottles can pose to your health, and consider investing in some high quality steel products instead. Use glass products, but I just found that steel is more durable. You can drop these water bottles thousands of times and it doesn't crack. You want to invest in reusable water bottles in steel or either glass. You also want to consider investing in a filtration system for your home, for your water, so you can drink clean water every single day. This is going to ensure the health of you and your loved ones, plus that you're also going to preserve the environment for future generations to come. The choice is up to you. I chose to go with these Clean Canteen water bottles, and I just came to enjoy it and love it every single time I would drink out of this. It has a big opening. It has a big lid that is easy to clean. You can fit a washing brush down there. There's no taste of plastic. You can even get it in an insulated version. Gonna hold your smoothies cold for many hours. Now I just have multiple of these. Problem solved. Put in everything you want with this, you're good to go. So why use a toxic chemical product that leaches carcinogenic compounds into your bloodstream when you can use a healthier and better alternative for yourself? Maybe you didn't know about the dangers of plastic, but now you do. You are watching the replacement journey of our toxic everyday items. This is here where we are replacing harmful chemical products with less harmful, healthier alternatives. Healthier for you and the environment. Getting rid of unnecessary toxicity in your life, starting in your kitchen in season 1. So the number one takeaway from this entire video is, if you are the happy user of a BPA-free plastic water bottle right now, you're going to replace that with either a glass or a quality high-grade steel water bottle. That's it. If you made it so far in the video, I want to say thank you. You are awesome. If you are new to this channel and want more videos that can help you to transform into your highest potential, consider subscribing to this channel. You can go check out some of my other videos up here or up here. And until next time, remember, breathe deeply. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.